All right, another double bill today. And these two runs are very similar challenges. In the first one, we're going to try and build a team where the final squad only uses 1 mana. And we're going to try and extract as much value as we possibly can from that one single mana. And then we're going to change things around, and in the second run, we're going to go for 1 single trumpet. And then maybe we'll get an idea of which one is better, the 1 mana or the 1 trumpet. If you want to guess now which one you think is better overall. I guess it all really depends on team composition. But this first run is the mana run. So we do have more than 1 mana at the moment. We have 2 Alchemedes, so we have 2 pets that are getting 1 mana each. And I'm just keeping the Alchemedes separate at the moment so that I can still get a level up while not interfering with the level status of the Alchemedes at the back, which is going to be the one that we keep for the whole game. I'm not sure why exactly it's got churros at this stage. Maybe there was a reason for that, but yeah, I don't really remember. I suppose ultimately it could guarantee that we get the 1 mana at start of battle. But here on turn 7 we level up into Namazu. I haven't actually looked up the pronunciation of that. I tend to call this unit Blue Fish Guy. And what it does is it converts mana into trumpets. So I think 1 mana is going to turn into 4 trumpets. I'm not 100% sure. I think these units are a little bit difficult to calculate off the top of your head when you read their abilities. I guess we'll find out right now. So 1 mana becomes 4 trumpets, yeah. But at higher levels you do get more mana, more trumpets per mana rather. And so we really need to level up the fish guy as quickly as possible so that that 1 mana is producing a much larger golden retriever than just 4/4. So here it looks like, yeah, I think we're going to lose by 1 HP, unfortunately. Okay, it's going to be a tie, that's not too bad. But we did almost win there, purely off the back of the level 1 skeleton dog scaling. So now I find the nurse shark. It's time to get rid of our other Alchemedes, and we go down to having only a single mana on the whole squad. And yeah, we'll just get rid of the skeleton dog so that we can buy, sell zebra and hit units that we actually care about. Of course, you know that when I sell one of these zebras next turn, it's virtually guaranteed to hit the other zebra. It's been a while since I watched this run back, so I guess we'll find out if that happens in a second. So generating only 4 trumpets, we're not going to get maximum value from the nurse shark just yet. Although against this particular team, it's not going to matter. We have the double zebra left. Don't see zebras on the board very often in an actual battle scenario. So yeah, we sell the first zebra. Of course it hits the other zebra. Was there ever any doubt? And then definitely level up the fish guy. And then we'll take cow. Okay, I think I expected to have enough gold there to buy the other nurse shark, but we'll just feed the units that we have already. Blobfish plus pill might as well. And then I think I turned down the other zebra there after the malfunction in the last shop phase. So now with 8 trumpets, we are powering up the nurse shark to maximum damage. However, again, we win without the nurse shark effect going off. So yeah, buy, sell, and we're going to go straight for level 3 Namazu and just take the nurse shark separately because there will be some leftover trumpets. And hopefully the cow doesn't get sniped. I'm not sure if I've already done a level 3 Namazu run. I feel like I must have done. A whole variety of meta-defining units on the other team here, so unsurprisingly our weak squad loses. Probably should have saved that chocolate there for the flounder in case we happen to get another chocolate in shop. But now we can rearrange, get the instant level 3. And yeah, it looks like I haven't had the level 3 before. I definitely have used this unit in a video before. I'll link that in the description. But clearly I didn't need a level 3 for it to be good enough. So yeah, 1 trumpet I guess, is it going to be 12? Sorry, 1 mana is going to be 12 trumpets, I think, now. Yeah, so that would be enough to power both Nurse Sharks. Although another Blowfish team, we could end up not being able to activate the second Nurse Shark here. Yep. The Blowfish gets the knockout, so it spoils the party. You definitely see opposing teams with double Bird of Paradise left at the end more often than you see double Zebra. So Flounder can go, bring in another Nurse Shark, and then we probably need to find something survivable for the backline. Although again, here's another Flounder. I'm probably not going to pass it up. Okay, I am actually going to take double Sea Lion. Yeah, probably makes sense. Instead of trying to greed for multiple Nurse Sharks, just make sure we've got 2 units at the back. So when something gets sniped, like that one just did, we're still able to activate the ability. Now they do have quite solid stats here, but I think the Nurse Shark is going to finish them off. Yep. I think I put it on my list of most underrated units in Customs. Nurse Shark has obviously gone through many cycles over the years of being extremely popular. I think it's fairly rare to see these days, but it's just as powerful as it was a year ago. Here's a fun Pelican team from Pickle. Yeah, it's Stonefish knocking out the Pelican, so the effect kind of goes off like start of battle. And then we delete the units at the back, and actually the Beluga didn't have anything in it, which was very lucky. If that had been, any of your normal summoning units, I think we were finished there. So we have 2 hearts left, 9 trophies. Definitely take... okay, I do take a Zebra. I've obviously forgiven it for earlier. And then we'll take the sock from the Stingray. Yeah, you can see I'm a little bit reluctant here to play Nurse Shark second last. So I think I probably end up going for something else here instead of Sunfish at the front. Okay, maybe because we're on 2 hearts, I'm willing to risk it. And Sunfish is going to remove all of these melons, and then they get put back on by level 3 Real Velociraptor. So yeah, it looks like we're actually going to end up going down to 1 heart. That was pretty unfortunate there to face that level 3 Real Velo. But they did have Sauropod, so not surprising, I guess. And now I'm just looking for something that would potentially push this team over the edge, since we're down to 1 heart. And there we go, an Eagle would make a lot of sense. Playing Eagle at the back, trying to guarantee that a unit will always be there, so that the Nurse Shark doesn't end up last. Rolling past tons of chocolate. Yeah, clearly nothing as good as Eagle, so I'm not sure why I didn't just buy it, to be honest. And it's another Anubis plus Frostwolf team, but the Vampire Bat isn't able to do enough damage to knock us out. And the Nurse Shark ends up actually wiping the entire backline in 1 volley. And we get the Namazu achievement. Alright, now on to the 1 single Trumpet run. This one was played on the phone, so we're on the replay system. Again, very similar looking start where we have the Groundhog at the back receiving stats from the Skeleton Dog. Again, it has Churros. I'm not really sure what the Churros is going to do in this situation on a Groundhog. So yeah, maybe I should have checked the replay to see exactly why I did that. I guess actually it could have been, yeah, it probably was that I bought wall chicken onto the Groundhog and then I just took whichever perk was available. That makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. And even though we're playing our biggest unit at the back, we do end up taking another victory here against Rhine Shadow Golden. I'll put a link to their channel in the description. When you're going for these kind of challenges, it is very strange where you're trying to suppress the desire to freeze the duplicates in the shop. You can't really tell on a replay like this, but in the live gameplay, I was constantly freezing stuff and then realizing that actually I don't want to level this up, otherwise it's going to ruin the entire challenge. But here we're doing incredibly well. We're on turn 8 with 5 hearts still intact. And we managed to pick up the Maltese on the last turn, which is the Trumpet equivalent of Namazu. However, honestly, I feel like it's just not as good. The fact that Namazu benefits from the Trumpet mechanics in that it doesn't really matter which slot it's in, as long as it's not right near the very back. Whereas with the Maltese, it's a lot more positionally dependent, that, it needs the mana pet to be behind it, or the mana spending pet needs to be behind it for you actually to get any real value out of it. Because converting the trumpets into a snipe, into a single snipe, it doesn't really make much sense, especially when you get, to generating much higher amounts of mana. So in order to try and get this team going to a point where it could actually beat opposing late game teams, I felt like I had to bring in one of the strongest pets in the metagame at the moment, which is the Pelican. We definitely saw it being extremely powerful in the previous run. And in this particular example, it works perfectly because it allows us to generate the Groundhog's Trumpet effect at start of battle. So we can avoid potentially opposing Mandrake turning its ability off. Although I guess for that purpose we should really have Churros on the Pelican as well. Maybe not going to have quite enough here. Yeah, I think we're going to end up losing to the Blowfish Snipe. Okay, yeah, they've got the banana, so we lose to the summon at the back. Again, much like the previous team, we desperately need the Maltese to be level 3 for this combo to be of any value whatsoever. We don't want to win just by the strength of the Pelican alone, which is why I'm not leveling it up, and I'm only going to have it swallow the Groundhog instead of adding more units and increasing the number of snipes. Opposing team here has level 2 Saiga Antelope, but we do win there probably as a result of sniping the Spino. So Evil Book comes in. I guess maybe I was thinking that the Pelican just by itself wasn't good enough, so we also need to get Evil Book Sunfish, my new favourite combo. I think Sunfish is probably fine, but Evil Book is definitely still way too strong. But I'm willing to take it when I have a level 1 Groundhog on turn 13. So that now puts us on 9 wins here. I moved the Sunfish to the back. I really want to get level 3 Chimera and level 3 Maltese, but even just this level 1 Pelican is proving too strong. And the Great One here narrowly avoids knocking out the Fly, but then the Fly gets sniped by the Salmon. And I think, yeah, incredible breakpoint here, where the Kangaroo has just 7 health left, and so we win by virtue of the Chimera summons. So I would say for sure the 1 mana team was much better than the 1 Trumpet team. But let me know if you have a better idea for how you would go about winning either of those challenges.